let's discuss some fruits you need to avoid when you're pregnant. If you've just found out you're pregnant and you're just wondering, surfing the net, trying to find the fruits to eat and the ones to avoid, then this video is definitely for you because it will be very helpful. These are some of the fruits you need to avoid or eat in moderation when you're pregnant. So hello guys, what's up and welcome back once again to my channel. This is Everything Health with Nurse Dara. In this channel we get to discuss different topics related to health. If you're seeing this face for the first time, I am Nurse Chidera Cynthia. I'm a registered nurse, registered midwife, registered public health nurse, and a Bachelor of Nursing Science degree holder. If you're interested in this topic, keep watching. Pregnancy is a very beautiful experience for a lot of women, and you need to be extremely careful during that delicate phase of your life, from what you apply on your skin to what goes into your body. So that is why you have to make so many considerations to what to take into your body, especially when you know you're pregnant, because it's not just you now, it's you and your baby. So you have to avoid fruits, foods, drinks and all of that can negatively affect your baby. That is why I'm making this video today, to teach you some fruits you need to avoid when you're pregnant. Now the first on our list is going to be pineapple. Of course, pineapple ranks high on the list of fruits you should avoid when you're pregnant because it contains an enzyme called bromelain. So especially during your first trimester, during the early stages of your pregnancy, you need to stay away from pineapple. It contains this enzyme called bromelain, which can cause uterine contractions, and that is something you do not want, especially when you're still pregnant and not yet ready to deliver your baby. You definitely do not want uterine contractions because that can cause a miscarriage. When the uterus begins to contract, this can lead to the fetus or the embryo at that early stage to be expelled from your womb. The bromelain in pineapple can also soften the cervix, so you need to avoid pineapple. The next fruit on our list is pawpaw, or you can also call it papayas. Yes, I know you'll be surprised. What is wrong with pawpaw? Why can't I eat pawpaw when I'm pregnant? Well, pawpaw is very rich in nutrients, we all know that, but then it also contains what is called latex, and this latex can also cause uterine contractions. Remember, when you're pregnant, you're trying to avoid anything that is going to trigger uterine contraction or bleeding of any sort, to avoid miscarrying your baby, especially during the early stages of your pregnancy. So it contains latex, and this latex can lead to uterine contraction. You may be wondering, what is latex in pawpaw? When you slice a pawpaw, when you're cutting or peeling off the back, the whitish substance that oozes out of the pawpaw, that is what we call latex. So it is there, and it can cause uterine contractions. If you must eat pawpaw, make sure you're eating ripe ones, very ripe ones. But you see, the unripe ones or the barely ripe ones, they contain high concentration of latex in them. The third fruit to avoid when you're pregnant is grapes. Yes, I know this one is quite tricky. Well, the only reason why this fruit made it to this list is because it is rich in polyphenol. Now let me explain. Polyphenol is just a naturally occurring organic compound found in plants. Now these fruits have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties in them. That should be a good thing, right? Yes, in as much as it is good for your overall health, but things take a drastic turn when you're pregnant. It also contains resveratrol, which can be toxic for pregnant women, and excessive consumption of these grapes can cause morning sickness, and it is just best to avoid it or eat in moderation. Also, eating this fruit, which is very high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory, especially during your last trimester, can be very fatal to the fetal health. Just keep that at the back of your mind when you're eating these fruits, or when someone is telling you that they ate it and nothing happened to them. Every pregnancy is different, every woman is different. The next fruit we're going to be discussing is watermelon. I know you're wondering, if I'm avoiding all these fruits, then what exactly should I be eating? Watermelon is a fruit that is very nutritious. It is good for your overall health. It helps you stay hydrated also because of the water content in it. But then when you're pregnant, there is risk for food poisoning with watermelon, and it contains high sugar contents. And to avoid risk of gestational diabetes, or if you're diabetic even before pregnancy, you need to stay away from watermelon. It can trigger gestational diabetes, and you definitely do not want that during pregnancy. The next fruit we're going to be discussing is dates. Dates are a rich source of energy, but when you're pregnant, you need to avoid it or eat in moderation. Dates naturally is hot in nature, and complications like uterine contractions can arise because of this increased body heat. So it is best to avoid dates or eat in moderation. The next fruit we are going to be discussing is called tamarind. Yes, it is not common in Nigeria. It is not a popular fruit, but you can get it from the mall, and some people eat it. Some pregnant women even crave it. So that is why I'm adding it to this video. Tamarind is a fruit that is rich in nutrients, especially vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. So it is very good generally. But then when you're pregnant and when consumed in excess, some studies have shown that tamarind can reduce your progesterone level, and this can lead to a miscarriage, especially during the early stages of your pregnancy. Remember, you need progesterone to keep your baby attached in your uterus. Drop in the level of progesterone or low amounts of progesterone can lead to miscarriage, so you need to avoid it or eat in moderation. Also, it contains high sugar content, which can predispose you to gestational diabetes. It also has laxative effects, which may be problematic for a pregnant woman. Then unpasteurized tamarind products can contain bacteria that may harm your baby. So in all the fruits I listed, moderation is the key. If you must eat any of them, then just eat in moderation. Now with this, we're going to come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions, and I'll be there to respond. Turn on your notification because I have more informative and educative videos coming your way on this channel. This is it for now. Stay tuned and see you in my next one. Bye.